Hello and welcome to another edition of Conspirator Brock's Pull List. This is my pull list for the week of March 20th, 2019. So let's get right into it. First up, we have Aquaman at number 46. Kelly Sue DeConnick's Aquaman has not been the most readable for me. I'm curious to see if I can stay with it. I've enjoyed Aquaman for a long time now, but I'm not sure if I can stick with Kelly Sue DeConnick's take on it. It's just not up my alley. So, next up we have a Batman at number 67. Can't wait to see what direction Tom King takes us with, Batman. It's been a little jarring with the stories so far in the past maybe 8 issues or so, just because we've jumped from one thing to another. So, curious to see if we can start going forward with it. But it's still amazing stuff. I still love Batman. Next up, we have A Damage at number 15. This book should be ending soon, and then I will purge it. It's whatever. It's nothing great. Next up is High Level number 2. I actually enjoyed the first issue, so I'm going to keep going with it. Curious to see if it keeps my interest, but the first issue was fairly good, so we'll see. Next up is Incursion at number 2 of 4. Again, I pick up most of Valiant stuff, and most of it I enjoy, so yeah. Next up is Justice League number 20. Scott Snyder's Justice League number 20. And it does come with 3 variant covers this week, which form a huge, let's see if I can do it. It's basically 3-fold cover right there. There it is. Woohoo, yeah. So, I'll show them each individually. So, left side first. So, left side's this one, right there. Of course, middle is that one, and right is there. So, yeah. So, hopefully your store ordered enough of each so you could get all of it. But Justice League, Scott Snyder stuff, great stuff. Check it out if you have not yet done it. Next up is Lazarus Risen. This is a one-shot. It looks like Lazarus is going to come out in these kind of larger, thicker versions. I don't know exactly like what's going to happen with it, but it's more of a prestige format. Yeah, where's the price on this dumb thing? It's $7.99. So, yeah, definitely thicker. So I'm curious to see what this is, if we're going to get like 4 of these a year or what. But Lazarus, I'm really excited to read it. It's a good series. If you haven't checked it out, pick up that first trade, see if you like it. Next up is one that we got shorted or damaged, or it just didn't get ordered for me for some reason, and that's The Life and Death of Toyohadra Harada. I don't know how to say it, but yeah, that one finally came in. Next up is one for my daughter, and that's Rainbow Bright number 5. We have Teen Titans number 28. This is part 1 of the Terminus Agenda. I'm curious to see what happens with it. I'll be picking up Deathstroke while it's going on. The Terminus Agenda is going on. So yeah. Next up is Teen Titans Go number 33. My kids really like the show, and the comic is okay. Next up is a book that I forget what the hell I read right after I read it, and but I keep reading it, and that's The Wildstorm number 21. Who knows what this book is about? Hopefully it's going to come to an end soon, but yeah, we'll see. And finally on my pull list is Exo Manowar number 25. Really been enjoying Exo Manowar. Really solid book. I do recommend going back and reading the series that came prior, but really solid stuff. Did get some variant covers this week. Aquaman 46 had a pretty cool variant, so I snagged that one up. I really liked the Batman 67 one. Thought that was really awesome. Rainbow Bright had a classic look to its cover, so I got a variant for my daughter. I know. And then, of course, Teen Titans 28 had a variant that I decided to snag up. So, that's actually it for my pull list this week. Very tiny week, or smallish week for me. Yeah, so figured I'd talk a little bit more to you guys about something not too in-depth, but I did get a chance to go see Shazam this past Monday, the 18th, And that's about 2.5 weeks before it's slated to release in theaters on April 5th. My kids went with me to a free screening, and I must say that I was really impressed by the film. I really enjoyed it. It was fun. It's definitely a movie that is aimed more towards family and kids, so but it still keeps kind of that realism of being a superhero movie. It's not campy or, outrageous, normally how those family-centric or kid movies become. But I do recommend you check out Shazam. It's really good. I really enjoyed it. You'll have to stay for the mid-credit scene as well as the end credit scene. But it's definitely something that you guys should check out when it comes out in theaters in April 5th. So, yeah. And what can I say? We've got two great movies out right now in theaters. Captain Marvel is out as well. I really enjoyed that movie. And my daughter really enjoyed it as well. So definitely go check out Captain Marvel and go check out Shazam. They're both worth the price of admission. So, yep. So that's it for this week. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You can please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, you can leave comments down in the comment section below. Let me know what you're picking up. All that wonderful stuff. If you have questions, I try to get to them as often as I can, but sometimes I'm just not able to. So, be patient. Bear with me. Yeah, what else? You can listen to me on the Comics Conspiracy podcast. We just recorded episode 393, where we talk about a little bit, not a lot, but just a little of our impressions of Shazam, the ones of us that went to see it, as well as we talk sales charts for the month of February, and we answer some listener questions and go off on a really, really long outro tirade at the end. So if you listen to it, listen all the way through. You can help me and my fellow conspirators out through Patreon at www.patreon.com/comicsconspiracy. For as little as $1 a month, you help us with hosting fees, getting food sometimes before we record, and to get getting products. So thank you very much to all our Patreon backers. It helps out immensely. I know I need to get a couple more of my unboxing videos up. I do have some new statues that I need to unbox for you guys, but I haven't had yet a chance to just sit down and record those. So hopefully this weekend I'll be able to get to those and get those up for you as well. You can listen at, if you want to listen to the Comics Conspiracy podcast, the link for episode 393 will be in the description below as well. You can help me out a little more directly if you purchase anything on here or on my website, conspiratorrock.com. There's an Amazon link. You purchase anything there, that helps, and it gives me a little bit of money back, so thank you to those that do it. More direct is to go over to my eBay page to see what I'm getting rid of and see if you're interested in it. Sometimes what I get is your gain, or what I'm getting rid of is your gain. I don't know how that works, but check it out. Link in the description below for that. You can follow me on Twitter. My handle is @BrockSager. And yeah, what can I say? It's short this week because there's not very much. And as usual, I'll see you next week.